You know, my greatest joy since Pope Francis called me to be Bishop of the Diocese of Albany, to be your shepherd and pastor, has been just getting around the diocese to get to know each and every one of you. And I'm very grateful for the social media that's enabled some of us to be Facebook friends and to Twitter and to kind of get in contact with one another through this wonderful, as Pope Francis says, this wonderful gift of the social media. But my real desire is to be with you and to spend quality time. I think in our lives today, many of us feel kind of fragmented, that we're being pulled in all directions. We have to multitask, and even at times when we're sitting around a table, we have the phones on and somebody's texting us or somebody's calling us. We don't even have time to focus on the person that's just sitting opposite us. Sometimes our friend that needs us most, just to spend that quality time in conversation. So I'm looking forward to having a conversation with each and every one of you, get to know you better. You know, it's the way God really comes to us in our lives. We're a faith that believes in a God who is very personal and loves each and every one of us personally. I was amazed to find out when I read the Pew survey that was taken a few years ago that 48% of our Catholics are not even sure whether they can have a personal relationship with a personal God. You know, God isn't just a force. God isn't just some spirit that has no connection with us. He's involved in our lives personally and through each and every one of us. One of the things I have to confess I most feared when I got the call was that I wouldn't be able to be a priest anymore. I was afraid I'd have to sit behind a desk, sign a lot of papers, go to a lot of meetings, and I wouldn't have an opportunity to do what I love most, to be a pastor, to be with my people. I'm finding out more and more that even though there's 10,000 square miles to cover in this diocese, that there's wonderful people everywhere, and I'm so anxious to share your experiences of what it means to be church, what it means to be a person of faith, what God is doing in your life, what challenges that you're facing. You know, we all have challenges in our lives, and we need that focus, that time to ask ourselves, what is God calling out of me? What is God asking me to respond to? What is actually happening in my life? What am I learning from my experiences and challenges? Because that's where the Lord wants to meet us. Wherever we feel somehow confused or lonely or rejected or looking for the way, or perhaps even desiring to share our gifts and nobody else seems to notice them, God is there to help us to connect with one another so that we can be really that body of Christ that we're called to be. You know, each and every one of us has wonderful and marvelous gifts to be shared. And we need one another to be able to bring the best out of one another, to know what it is in my life, in your life, that you do best or that I do best. And in a complementary way, we build up that body of Christ that really is what the church is. It's not about buildings. It's not about money. It's not about things and plans. It's about people. It's about making connections. It's about getting to see the presence of God, the beauty in every single human person. I hope that more and more, through our meeting together, through our getting to know one another, through our praying and through our reflection, we'll come to discover that the Lord has chosen each and every one of us for a great purpose, that He loves us deeply, and that He wants to enter our lives and bring us the peace that can only come from knowing that we are chosen, that we are loved, and that we are blessed. So I thank you for the wonderful opportunity to serve you as your shepherd, and I'm looking forward to meet each and every one of you. God love you, God bless you, and thank you so much for the privilege and the honor of serving you.